Well, hello folks, welcome back to episode 2 of our 15th season here at Riga FC. I'm the Custard Prophet. This is the Latvian job, and as you can see, we are coming back for our second knockout round match in the Europa League. This time we have to go up against Benfica after beating Molde in a game which was unnecessarily close. This is going to be a huge step up and a real test of this Riga side. Yeah, I think this is going to be tough, particularly with the number of players who have left the club, meaning that we have we've had to jiggle things around because the Riga season or the Latvian season doesn't link up with the typical season, so we have our break in the winter rather than the summer, which means when we make our transfers, if we've qualified for the latter stages of the Europa Leagues, for example, we can only change 3 players. So we had a big change around this time, and we're only able to change 3 or replace 3 of the players we've lost. So that is a real disadvantage, and it included our top striker Kubica, who is going to be a massive loss, and we are noticing it's harder to score the goals, which is a bit of a bugger. But we do have some good players in this side, and I still believe we're good enough to at least beat Benfica. I don't believe we're good enough to get all the way through, and you can see some of the sides are in this competition still, include the likes of Manchester United, Milan, Roma, Sevilla, Salzburg, Leverkusen, some real quality sides left in, and Benfica would be one of those. But I do believe we have enough, if we play well, to just about scrape past Benfica, although I think it would be really close if we play well both legs. I think easily we might go out of this as well. Look at that, Milan 0-0 with Hoffenheim until the 83rd minute, and they ended up winning it 3-0. That would be gutting as the Hoffenheim manager. Transfers wise, there's been one little tinkle of business. It is Mateusz Udris has left on loan. He's gone to Daugavpils in Latvia to get a bit more experience. He left today. And I was looking at this guy, I thought he's quite good. But actually, it's just because I've been playing the Andover save, or the ABC Journeyman save, where I'm in the 10th tier of English football. And everyone looks absolutely terrible. So this guy looks like the greatest player in the world, even though he's pretty terrible. I don't think he's awful, but he's definitely... he may well get some games for us in the future, but we need him to get some game time, and this is a great opportunity. So he'll be playing in the Versliga with Daugavpils, which is great stuff. So let's go and play Benfica, see how we do. So as I said, we have currently 4 players out, one of whom is out injured. Our big Latvian sign, I'm really happy with this guy, Dario Sits. He's the big player in Latvian football at the minute, so to have him in the squad is awesome. But he is out. He's broken his arm. For those of you can't remember, no, he's his Achilles tendon. He's out for 3 to 4 months, which is pretty much a disaster. But other players out. Super midfielder Karadzic, that's a loss. Paradza is a big loss. Really good central defender, Colombian central defender, who we are excited about. Belovs, good Latvian cover. Not the end of the world that he can't make it, and neither is it the end of the world that Titov can't make it as well. So let's get in there. The team we're going with is Crittenden, Lisanovs and Samir leading the line. Kiadio, Perez and Bamba as our midfield 3, and then the back line is Bajekic on the left side, Lima Mendia is the central 2, and the centre back is playing on the right side with Kleber Francisco in goal. Let's see what we can do against Benfica. Starting off, I'll just say we've got a weak bench, unfortunately, because of this. So we've got a lot of youngsters on the bench, but we've just got to go out and play some football. Early chance though, Bamba with the corner, and it's Lisanos. I thought that was in. I thought he'd found the top corner with that. Shame. Another corner, causing them trouble, as expected from the free kick. It's Lisanovs again. My God, if we only had Uldrikis, we'd probably be 2-0 up by now. Well, that's it, half time. We've completely negated Benfica's. They've not had a single chance. To be fair, we've not created an awful lot either. But we had a couple of good chances from the corners, both of them falling to Lisanov's at the near post. Unfortunately, both of them went over because he's not quite the best in the air, but he's pretty good. We're going to go to a positive mentality and see if that can make a difference, maybe a little bit more creative. It looks like Benfica might be fashioning a chance. They don't. Kiadio clears up quite nicely there. And Bajekic now running forward. Good player down this left side, Crittenden, who's taken his time to settle into the side. But in the last few matches, he looks good. And Bamba! Is that going to be allowed? Lovely little header down. I think it was from Samir to Bamba. And it just nestles into the back of the net. Just a strong cross. Bajekic does well here. Lovely little link-up play with Crittenden. And Samir just doesn't go for it. He was heading back. He was never going to get it on target. He knew where Bamba was. And he puts it into the net. So we're 1-0 up. This is positive stuff. Benfica again struggling to get chances on the board. But here we go. The centre-back playing into Perez. Not quite. We have another go. Here is the centre-back. He's going to go on the floor this time. Bamba with a lovely bit of play there. It's Crittenden. And again it's cleared. So we come back. Benfica are pen back in their half. We're coming down the left side now. This is where we scored last time. Crittenden, Bajekic, Kiadio over the top. Lovely bit of play there. Creating some decent chances. Benfica struggling with us. Here's another free kick opportunity. And, well, not the greatest bit of goalkeeping, but Kiadio's he going to have a shot? Oh, he hits the post. Here's Wampa's playing for them. He's, oh dear, what a disaster. One of our great defenders. But Bajekic will show him where he should be. And it's over the top. We have had some chances today. And, you know, we're not that good away from home. And we need to be better in front of goal, don't we? Creating this many chances, we need to be scoring more of them. Right, one change. Lorenzo's coming on for Kiadio. Decent change again. But, yeah, good play so far. It'd be just lovely to get a second goal. But here's Bajekic. He's looking to try and beat everyone. Bizarre pass or cross there. I don't know what happened. Oh, they almost scored an own goal. Maximiliano didn't make the mistake, though. I mean, it's all us. It's absolutely fabulous stuff. Bajekic, ball in, and Lisanov's over the top. Come on. Tipote. Now, this looks like this is going to be a opportunity for the Benfica side, but no. Kleber Francesco just steps forward and picks it up. And they've not dealt with us at all. Here's Perez. Lisanov's over the top. Bajekic, 85 minutes on the clock. We need a second goal, I think, if we're going to hope to get into this. It is a second goal, or is it? I mean, it was always going to be. There's always going to be a chance here for offside, but what's going to be the decision? This might be absolutely huge. It's awarded. That's absolute brilliant. Bajekic. And this is where both goals have come from. The play between Bajekic and Crittenden at that post. Samir with a nice header, and Lisanovs does what he does best and just makes a nuisance of himself. So, couple of changes just to get some fresh legs out there. Stankus has come on. Kiat has come on in the centre with Mendia and Perez going off. Sort of sensible changes here just to freshen things up and make sure we don't make any silly mistakes. Here's Kiat. Oh, it's Lisanovs. He's made up for those early misses. It's 3-0. This is hugely impressive performance from the Riga side, and that's given us such a good foothold in this tie, and gives us real potential to qualify now into the quarterfinals, which would be massive. Come on, let's get another late one. Lorenzo plays it through. Oh, it's that clearance straight into Lisanovs. He could have got a hat-trick there in the last sort of couple of minutes, but just was a bit high with that one. Great performance from the Latvian. Awesome performance from the back line. Really, really happy with how well they played. Goalkeeper did well. Bamba did excellently in midfield. Very, very nice. Once we kind of kicked on here, and I'm not sure quite what the difference was. I think it was just going positive, wasn't it? We went positive at the start of the second half, and they could not live with that in the slightest. Well, let me know what you felt about that in the comments. I didn't know if you saw that second half coming. It was quite good. I think you'll all agree. Anyway, folks, we're going to move forward to the second leg. Okay, so here we are for the second leg. Exactly the same team that won so impressively in that first leg coming out. I think the only change is that youngster Ozils has moved onto the bench because we don't really have much in the way of wide options if someone gets injured, particularly on the left side. Well, it's been a cagey opening. There's been absolutely nothing going on. So that's exactly what we want. But we've got a chance here, 34 minutes in. And looks like Benfica, because they didn't have a highlight in the entirety of the first leg. Suarez. And it's, well, I don't know whether it was a save or a post, but we just about get that clear. So a decent opportunity. First one we've seen. And here's Wampa. And there we go. It's 0-0 half time. It's actually very even in terms of a game. This is exactly what we wanted to see. Don't know why all these things are there. Don't really care. But we're just about level on XG. Yeah, this is kind of what we wanted and what we expected. We're having less possession, but that doesn't matter as long as things are level. Let's go into the second half. Maybe a chance for us though. Bamba throws it in. Oh, it's a lovely shot. Samir may have been offside. He might have just gone a little bit early, but what a lovely little ball in from Bamba. And Samir just side foots it past the goalkeeper. Are we going to see it? No goal, though. Disappointing. I can understand he might have been standing a touch offside. Oh, it's close. It's close. It does really well. I'd have thought he'd gone the other side, but nicely done. And we clear it here, but only to there, Neto. Oh, wow. How did that not go in? A lovely tackle from Bajakic. And it's still 0-0. It's looking good to qualify for the next leg at the minute, unless something dramatic happens. That's the third post I think we've seen hit from Benfica. They're pushing. Chances coming a lot more freely now. Mendes. And that one hits the back of the net. Yao Mendes with an absolute corker from distance. And we're 1-0 down in this second leg, but we are 3-1 up overall. Just need to just be a bit more careful here. Don't give up too many chances right at the end. Just going to go a little bit more disciplined. Here's the centre-back though, into Samir. Doesn't get his cross in. Gonna have another go. Perez round the corner. Kiardio. Lisanovs. Inside it's Bamba. Oh, there we go. It's 1-1. Lovely little bit of play there. And Benfica were thinking about getting back into it, but we weren't going to let them. No. So time is just disappearing away. A while back we bought Pape Def on for Crittenden. We've just brought Kiardio off and Lorenzo's coming on, but 85 minutes on the clock. Looks like it is all over. Maybe a late chance. 89 minutes on it, but we've cleared it. Nicely done. We're pushing out. Wampa and his lads are going out of this competition. And that's a huge victory, really, when you think about it. That's nicely done. Well, it is in the bottom corner, and it's Jerzy Shizmazny. It's too little too late, though, for him. They ain't getting back into this. And okay, we lost the the game on the day, and actually Benfica played quite nicely in that second half. We were solidly making chances, but they had a really strong spell where they scored their first goal. We kind of weathered that, and then they had another bit of a spell, but very, very nicely done, and we are into the quarterfinals with a big victory over Benfica. Very, very happy with that. We're going to have a look at who we're going to draw now, but before we do that, let's see who's left in the competition. Okay, we just received just over £1 million for that victory, which is pretty nice. Let's have a look who's still in the competition, who's been knocked out. So, Real San Sebastian knocked out by Club Brugge. That is a big result. Sevilla victors over Salzburg, so that's good to see Salzburg going out because we've struggled against them. Lokomotiv Moscow unsurprisingly lost to Bayern Leverkusen, but we have beaten this side before, so that's fine. Milan comfortable victors over Hoffenheim in the end. Man United beating our Rangers. Roma just about squeaking past Besiktas, and Feyenoord going through against Sporting Lisbon. So who are we going to get out of that lot? Who would we want to get out of that lot? Probably Club Brugge or Benfica. Certainly not Man United. We've played them too often. But, you know, we've got a chance against a number of those sides. If we can beat Benfica, then who knows? As we see that Lima will be missing the next match. Right, so let's see who we're going to get in this quarter-final. And we'll also draw the semi-final again today. So, first one out the cap is Bayern Leverkusen. We would take this one, but they get Club Brugge. So that leaves two of the teams that I'd kind of like, and that leaves a lot of teams that I'd rather not face. Feyenoord is the other team I'd kind of like, and they get Milan, which would probably one of the other teams. I guess out of this lot, Roma would be the best. Riga against Roma. Okay, we'll take that. It's going to be a challenge. Not sure if we've played them before, but yeah, okay. No, I'm happy enough with that. That's it's a tough tie, but at this level, they're all going to be tough, aren't they? And let's just have a look at the semi-final draw. If we get through that, who are we going to face? Feyenoord or Milan against Leverkusen or Club Brugge. And we get the tough one, United or Sevilla. Oh dear. I don't see us beating either of those two sides. I mean, we came close against United a little while back, but I just don't think we've got enough. Let's have a quick look at our previous matches against Roma. So let's just remind ourselves, because this was a little while ago, 2032. It's actually only, was it 4 or 5 years ago. We did play Roma, and over 2 matches in the Champions League, we did beat them on essentially an aggregate of 3-2. So that gives us hope to potentially get through this. And if we get to a semi-final, that would be massive. I still think we're probably going to struggle against the winner of the team in the semi-final. But I think we've got a chance here, but I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments what you think about this tie against Roma. Can we do it with Riga? Can we get the thing that we've been after all this time, which is a European competition win? This is the closest I think we've got. So yeah, great win against Benfica. Roma's next up. If you've enjoyed that, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see you very shortly in another video. Goodbye.